come here. You're a legendary player in the game. I was so excited that you were going to come in. So when Anthony said, hey, I'm going to get Shelly to come over, I was like, please do. Put her in the booth with me. I'd love to talk paintball.
No, thank you for having me. No, Tammy, I was a massive fan of when I was a teenager. I used to have the Femmes Fatale poster on my wall, like most paintballers.
Yep.
And, when she offered me to come play with Femmes last year, I was like, it's a no-brainer. Of course I'm coming. But I have a real job back home, so it took a while. And I said, I'll be there at Cup.
There we go.
Yeah. So here I am with the Femmes. So here's Heroines. She's just asking for a check. Now there's a nasty lane there that comes in back from the 300 that comes through between these two. So she's the rest checking it. Say that's the 200. Between the 300 and the 200, there's a nasty lane off the break, and she got a bounce there. And I tell you what, Vibes lanes right now are on fire.
So I think the body count right now, as they're going to go, back up to the center. Great job by Vibe.
Krista's lucky there. She didn't get the penalty because she span. And there's one player left remaining now for Heroines. No, two. Apologies. There's one in the back corner who's just got taken out. So
now, I haven't seen as much of, wow, what a phenomenal job. The Dorito side player. Well, let's say I haven't seen a lot of B Vang recently. Trying to see where she was at. She's been a huge force for them over here, but
I'll tell you what we see out here, Vince. Because of the field layout, it's hard to get out snake side. It's risk v reward, right? So you get your good, great snake players like the Blanco sisters, like Brittany Vang. You got on our side, you got Roxy, you got Maria, and you got Daniela. They're all snake players, but hey, you'll see a lot of these fast players playing Dorito side and up the pocket on this field layout because you don't want to risk your aggressive players too soon because the lanes are so good on snake side. So that might be a reason why we're not seeing them out, over this side near the booth. But, it's only game 3, so you never know. People get tired and they'll start throwing people out into the snakes. And also, it's a game with the coaches as well. So you've got some big name coaches here. Brad McCurley, Todd Amerson, Mike Paxson. You've got, the Cheetahs, you've got Tampa Bay Damage players.
Jacob Edwards.
Yeah, Jacob Edwards. So you've got some big players in there. It's against them. It's there.
Yeah.
They don't want to give too much away too soon,
Oh, running ref coming in right now. Looks like it's going to be a minor penalty pulled. 2 minors looks like it got pulled. Wow, so unfortunately, Suricatos looks like they get 2 minor penalties at the same time. That hurts.
This is a good turnaround point for the Shieldmaidens. Here they come. They're realizing the kills coming off the field. You'll see.
They're just going to catch the body count right now. There we go.
Suricatos had to throw the towel. So it's now 2-2.
Yeah, when you lose 1 off the break and then you get 2 minors, that makes it very easy for the Shieldmaidens to score that point.
Yeah, the Shieldmaidens have a coach from Joy Division just helping them out for this event.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Another legendary name, Joy Division.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking to Anthony about it. I mean, I was very excited to get brought on to help commentate and do the WNXL because I was a very large fan of Destiny, Femme Fatales, Fat Lady's Charm, Poison Ivy. I mean, I watched all. That's what I grew up watching, all of that. So when they said they were bringing the WNXL back, and I seen some of these legendary names, and then you have Tammy Adamson coming in, you have B. Paxton coming back in. I mean, just makes it a part. And then I see when you're on the roster, I'm like, it's just the trifecta of like WNXL action, which you could only find here live and free all weekend long on the WNXL and NXL live stream. So if you haven't already, make sure you are sharing it out on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Share it out with all your friends and family. But if you are local here in the Kissimmee, Orlando area, come out and watch this amazing WNXL and semi-pro action on the premiere field. We have a VIP booth over there serving drinks. So
it's incredible setup. Thank you.
It's awesome.
To put women on a platform in this way, like, Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come.
That's right.
Exactly. So thank you for watching us. Follow us on all our socials. Please share back home. We want to build the women's side of the game. That doesn't mean the women can't play with the men. There's a lot of co-ed. I play with co-ed team back home. I play, shout out for my boys, Mayhem Tigers back home. So, I play with, it's just nice to put a platform up there for a professional setup. So ladies have been playing for some time, and those ladies that want to play and play at a level that they won't be able to achieve in the elite pro divisions, they can achieve it now, and that's what it's about. This girl can, right?
Yep, and they can't. I mean, there's a lot of things too where a lot of these female players, they play co-ed in other divisions with male counterparts. And I just realized one of the reasons why I'm not seeing Brittany Vang at all is because her last name is Challenger.
Oh.
I remember her and her now husband, Ben Challenger from AC Diesel, had gotten married, so her last name is Challenger now.
I love that. I love all these superhero names. Heroines. Talking about superheroes, the heroines right now.
Yep, laser on your screen, shooting through that snake side, just like you were talking about, trying to stop that snake aggression there.
Neither side have made the snake for that reason. And Vibe did a big move through the middle. It didn't pay off because they didn't take any of the heroines. What you'll see now, I don't think you can see it on your screen. Yeah, you can. So I think that's
Brittany.
That's Brittany. So
Challenger.
what they've done, they've not put her in snake. They've put her in the tall tower in the middle of the field so she can do a sneaky move around the brick on the 50
straight into that
side. Yeah.
There we go.
So that's your traditional snake move that you'll see some coaches play. Oh, you know, I'm not going to give too much away, but maybe Femmes did that. You know, that's how you're going to see this play out. And that's the first phase of our games. And the second phase, you'll see what you're seeing right now.
Oh,
big moves, pumping out to the snake maybe.
I don't think Brittany got the kill across field. I think she was she tucked in right when Challenger made the move. Unfortunately, it had gotten taken out. So now Heroines spreading the field out. I believe that's Laser and Titus.
Do you know what? They've even got superhero names. I mean, Laser, Titus. You got Glass on the team, like So Glass. I mean, like these girls, they're made to play for the Heroines, right?
Oh, Raylene taking the walk there. I think Ashley Gee is doing a little bit of surgery right now in the back of the tower. She is going to get taken out. Looks like Titus is going to finish her off. So great job. Great point there by the Heroines coming back on this one. 4 minutes, 50 seconds left to go. Down 5, up by 3. So Heroines really needed that point.
They really did. They need to get the buzzer quicker, though. They were a bit slow for the point. It's all about getting the points and the time. Like you just said, we've just gone below 5 minutes now. They need to claw this back if they want to win this matchup against Vibe. So Heroines at the moment have a really cool signing that goes on at their booth. And do you know what? Like traditional poster. Do you know what they got?
A comic book?
A comic book. So you can go up to their booth. They got signing again tomorrow. I've already said to the girls, you make sure I've got one because I want to take one home as a memento too.
That's
and
right.
They've got these cartoons and they're all in this comic book. And they're all signing. It's so cool. And talking about signings, Femmes Fatale tomorrow. If you're down here, we have a signing at the Die booth at midday, 1200. And you may or may not have seen our OG yellow jerseys that we walked out in. Yeah, we caused some controversy, but we will probably be wearing those jerseys tomorrow for the signing. And that's all about bringing it back. This is the first WNXL World Cup, and the Femmes Fatale are here.
Yeah, when you guys walk around the corner of those jerseys, it just like kind of give me flashbacks of the old school days, and I was like, I hope you wear them. But then everyone switched out. So
yeah, too yellow. There's rules about the jerseys.
They're
too yellow. You know, they were approved for the event, but as soon as the opposition have seen them, they've made a comment and we were told to take them off. That's fine because we've got our black jerseys.
That's right. Hey, the black look great. Yeah. So again, back to this action right now. Suricatos all tied up with Shieldmaidens 2-2. Both teams freshmen here in the WNXL. The other 6 teams have played a full season so far. So 9 minutes left to go. Big moves right here. Suricatos have been playing the aggressor this entire time. Shieldmaidens have been a little more laid back, heavy guns. Suricatos just pushing the pressure, and we've seen a lot of that. Latin American paintball in general, we've seen a ton of heavy pushes from those teams. So that might just be some classic Latin American paintball here.
It's all the salsa and tacos.
Yeah.
Make some spicy.
There we go.
Yeah, we got some spicy girls on Femmes too.
So
all I've learned this weekend so far, Vince, is agua, por favor.
There we go.
That's it. I'm going to learn more.
So right now we are...
They're making big moves, Shieldmaidens, down the Doritos side. Yep. This is their point. They just got to close it up quick to save time. And the towel, it looks like the towel may be thrown by Suricatos. No, they're going to let him hit the buzzer.
There we go. So a bet coming down. I mean, this is one of the situations where, do you let them hit the buzzer or do you towel it? Because if they hit the buzzer, there's a chance here that they get a major, right? At that point, it's a penalty. No one gets a point on that. Now, under 60 seconds, if there's a major, it's a swing point. So, Looks like that
is it. It's Katja that got the point. She's Katja's place from Germany. She's come over from Germany. So at the Paris event at the that happened in September for the NXLE, there was the very first WNXL in Europe, and there was two matchups. There was shout out to Amber Wong, because Amber was the one that made it happen. And then what happened from that event is an amalgamation of those teams said, hey, let's go over to World Cup. And that's why they're here, and they've created the Shieldmaidens.
And that's awesome.
Yeah, so that's the birth of this team. So yeah, Amber Wong, and it's an Anthrax team. So it's really nice to see the Europeans over here as well, as it is the South Americans that have come up.
It makes it a true World Cup at that point. And that's the point that the WNXL and NXL are trying to put on here, as this event should be a true World Cup. So just like we're seeing in semi-pro, with the Dragoons coming over as well. We're seeing it in pro with the Tauntauns. Lucky 15s have come over. Camp Carnage as well. So,
yeah,
and then
Tsunami. Can I just give a shout out to the Lucky 15s, because they beat the Russians this morning. I'm like, yeah, boys. I was back in my house. I was like, woo!
Yeah, that was a tough matchup. Red Legion and Lucky 15s. Lucky 15s pulled that win out. So back to the action here.
Anyway,
the Heroines in Dallas 5. Heroines need 2 to tie it up.
Yeah, so that's Laser, and then Rosie trying to make Snake 1, which she did live, and now she's pushing into Snake 2. That's a big bite of the apple for Heroines. They've got the real estate at the moment, whereas Vi would just lock up with the lanes, which they are. So they've got 5 alive as well, locking up the backside. You've got Krista Titus has just pushed up into the wedge. So she's now hunting, because the field's locked up, Vince. The field's locked up. So she can just freely hunt and go up to the wall. And she'll stand up tall now to try and shoot through the pocket. So, see, and this is all about playing tight in the pocket. Now, Vibe know how to play tight, right? So, Krista can't find those kills. So, Vibe are living that play.
And Krista is one of the tallest players in the WNXL. She definitely has that build where she can shoot through that wall. As you can see her coming over the top right now, shooting through, trying to get a different angle on the back center. Now you can see Rosie McCurley here on the Snake in Snake 2.
Krista's asking for a check. And they've said she's good, but I think she's got a shot on the loader, but it could be bunker rub. It's easy to say when you stand over here, Vince? So just keep an eye on this. Krista now.
She's going back and forth.
She did ask for a check, but they called her clean.
So she's going to go on her tippy toes here. She's shooting right through that cut between the W, or the wall, the W, the castle, I've heard some people call it.
So she's trying to talk to Rosie, who's in Snake 2, because she can't see much. So they're giving each other the information they need. Whereas you've got Laser at the back here playing the wedge, keeping the lane free so Vibe don't push out to Snake.
And I want to say that's Raylene in the juice box there, trying to keep Rosie honest, just pounding the outside of that cake bunker there.
So Rosie can afford to go up now, because Laser has come behind her in the Snake corner.
Yeah, but I'm trying to see if that is Raylene or a little darker there on the screen, but someone's holding something. So the back center and the juice box are both on Rosie right now. So that allows plenty of space there on the Doritos side for the Heroines to start moving up. So expect to see some moves on the Doritos side, and she does. So looks like Doritos side player for the Heroines moving up into the brick.
And Rosie's trying to look for some kills. I think she should just go up. But here we go. Great shot there. So the Vibe tried to push the wall, and Rosie protected Krista. Big bite there from... She's asked for a check. Yeah, Roxy's got taken out.
I think it was Del Mar there up in the Doritos who was doing some damage and pulled all the guns. So
Del Mar's doing some damage.
I think there's another player playing paintball right now.
Yeah. I mean, what happened is the Heroines dropped the ball on Doritos side. Okay, Krista is back in play.
So
was that a dead man's walk?
No, I think what happened is the buzzer on the other field went off.
Oh, she thought it was a flag. Wow. Okay, so Krista walked off nonchalantly, thinking that was the end of the game.
Yes, they all started walking off. There was four heroine bodies walking off,
and she just jumped straight back into Snake 1.
So Laser the entire time knew that something was up and kept her gun up and kept playing. So great job by Laser.
Yeah, she must have got the kill Dorito side to stop the threat from the Snake corner.
So there's someone still in the Dorito side for Vibe, I believe. Someone's in that Dorito. They're going to go get her. Oh, great job. So the Dorito side player there, 4-5, just shoots laser, now aiming on Titus. 60 seconds left to go. Oh, she is going to get pieced up. They have to run in right now and hit the buzzer. They have 45 seconds left to go to score 1 point. Yeah, a little bit of a mental mistake there on the Heroines, not paying attention to the field.
For sure. I mean, Krista's she's gonna be punishing herself in her mind right now. I hope not, because she's come off the wall thinking that was flagged. They won it. They hadn't won it because Del Mar's doing all the damage in Dorito's side. So she picks off Rosie coming into Snake 3, and it was Laser. It was Laser having good heads-up play from the Snake corner that made it turn around. But like you said, it's taken a massive chunk of their time. So they're going to have, Brad McCurley's got to pull something out really good now, like some fast play.
They're going to want that point back. They're going to want that back. Even though they still won it, they wasted a good 30 seconds on that situation just trying, figuring that out. But I just want to give big props to Laser there. Laser never dropped her marker, looked around, recognized the refs weren't moving, understood the situation, and had the wherewithal to tell her players, we're still playing paintball right now.
I think she even told Krista, so get back in.
Yeah.
Now,
and it was close because Krista was close to the sideline. She jumped in the snake to protect herself.
Sure. Now, on your screens now.
Shieldmaidens.
These are Shieldmaidens. Now, you just saw, did you see Star then? That's Star. She just pumped out. Now, she's got an injury. She got an injury from training on Wednesday against Destiny. She's their snake player, so she's playing short. You can see she's got a limp, but she still wants to play. So
the Suricatos lose their first player up the center, so great job by the Shieldmaidens to recognize that push. Oh, but Shieldmaidens player does get shot out of that center as well, so it's 4-on-4 right now. Suricatos a little better field position as the player's moving up to that wedge. Now skipping the wedge all the way to the wall, going to Dorito side. Great job.
That's a great move.
Wow, all the way around into the tower. Oh, too big of a bite, though.
I think she dreamt that one last night, Vince, because that was like textbook. She went straight through. It's just, I think, Liz Silly. I think, is it Liz Silly or, Katja clips are coming through. So.
Suricatos player here. Oh,
she gave too much away. So, is that Snake 3? No one wants to be in it.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a rough one.
And the towel thrown by Suricatos. Shieldmaidens get the point. It's now, they swung it round. They were down 2-0, and now they've come back 4-2. So, well done, Shieldmaidens. Some great heads-up play there from BB Bender. I've known BB for a long time. She's a German player. And Liz Silly from South Africa, number 84 there down the middle. They are intelligent paintball players from across the world that have come over to play this World Cup.
Yeah, great job there now. Valdivia there, as you can see on your screen, number 3, the MVP of Philly. When they took their win there, she was a huge instrumental in that. Jen Falk there as well, number 2 on the screen. So Jen Falk, brown beanie gang. She's always rocking that signature brown beanie of hers. Looks like Del Mar, McCurley. Trying to see who else is coming on the field.
They've got a full roster of 2 of 10, so we can make it easy and see who's in the pits.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you can see who's not playing this point. But similar to the Femmes, we have a full roster of 10, and then you mix it up, spin it around. It's not always the same 5 out. Everyone has a different job. Everyone has different skill sets. You've got to play to your strengths. Yeah,
and Coach Brad McCurley has done a great job with the Heroines, really making sure that the best players, very Joey Blute style, where he played with Damage, is looking at who is playing what spot the best. We might see Jen Falk on the Snake side. We might see in the center. We might see in the Dorito side, right? Wherever she's playing the best is where she is going to go. So
last weekend, Jen Falk played, she liked to hit the Dorito corner off the break, and then she'll play the corner up into Dorito 1, and then play the wire on Dorito side. So that's Jen's game.
Curtis.
Yeah.
That's the 5th player out there for Heroines.
Okay, yeah. So Rosie, again, will probably play Snake.
Oh, she's lined up like she's going to
run.
run.
I love the fact that Brad keeps making a run to Snake. They're married.
Right.
No, she says she's pushed the Snake corner, running and gunning. She gets in. Is she in alive? Yep. And they've also, can you see in the center of the field, they've but they're playing really low here.
Heavy guns off the break.
That's where the snake players are getting put right now. That's the second option, playing low on the tower into the 50 brick.
I believe that's Jen Falk there, up into the 50-yard line right now.
It's a nice play because the wall blocks up a lot of those shots.
Yeah, things really locked down. Oh, Del Mar unfortunately takes the walk.
Yeah, Alicia gets shot too. She runs out a long way to avoid those lanes. So she's down. She tried to take shot. Oh, with this big move coming through the middle from.
Just too little, too late, unfortunately, for the Heroines. Vibe doing a great job. Doing a great.
I'm gonna have to go play now,
yes,
Vince.
No problem. As thank you so much for hopping in the booth with me. You're gonna go play right now, so we're gonna watch you play coming up next. So again, if you haven't already, stay tuned. We do have some more matches coming up, as we will see the Femmes taking on the Cheetahs.
That's right.
So again, thank you so much, Shelly Farmer, in the booth with me. It has been a pleasure. You are a legend. I can't wait to watch you play some more paintball out there.
It's a pleasure to commentate with you too, Vince. Thank you for all your hard work.
Yeah, no problem.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
All right, and if you looking at the screen right now, like I said, plenty of action coming up here. So we just watched Sicarios, Shieldmaidens, Heroines Vibe. We are going to get ready after this, the conclusion of the Suricatos Shieldmaidens match. We're going to go into some more WNXL action. Shelly had to peace out a little bit because she's getting ready to actually play in the next set. So thank you to her and the Femmes for letting her hop in with me. So Suricatos here on your screen, breaking out all the way up to that center wedge on the snake side, little 40-yard line wedge. Shieldmaidens there up in that can. So on the doubling up the back center, the tower on the Dorito side, the juice box on the snake side, and then also the can on right in the center on the Dorito side. So different play style. Haven't seen a lot of people play that can quite yet, so that's definitely a great move by them to kind of throw the other team off a little bit. As the Suricatos, a little bit of surgery there on the loader. So you can see here as it's playing out, nobody in this snake, but Suricatos does shoot a Shieldmaidens player out. Down by 2, they need big kills like that. 6 minutes left to play, though, so plenty of time for them to come back. And looks like big move here by Suricatos, going to get into the Dorito. Now, Shieldmaidens got to be careful. They've been in their spots for a long time. They are up by 2, but now is not the point in the game where they'll just be locking and holding things off. I mean, for it being a 5-point mercy rule, they still have plenty of room left to go. So, again, playing for points margin, huge factor here in the WNXL with only 8 teams. You need to have a pretty decent point margin to go in, as only the top 2 from every bracket. Ref going in to check the Suricatos player. Oh, and she is going to be eliminated there. So number 24 going to take the walk. But storming all the way down the field is the Suricatos. Great job. She's going to wave off her teammates. So they are going to bring that one back. So we will see. We'll see a 1-point match with 5 minutes, 40 seconds left to go. Again, if you're just now tuning in, we had some great semi-pro action. So earlier in the morning, we had Chicago Distortion beating the Noobies, TCP beating Padres. Then we had P-Mob and Arsenal taking the wins over Notorious and Ruthless Factory. And then Killers took down Colorado Blitz. Paintball Fit beat the Manawatu Titans, a little bit of a rematch there from the California event. Annapolis A-Team beat Dragoon Frankfurt. Carolina Crisis beat the Jesters. Notorious beat the Noobies. Killers took down Arsenal. And then Royal City Seadogs in a kind of last-minute upset win over Blastcamp. A-Team took down Crisis, and then Seadogs again going 2-0 on the day. They took down Frankfurt, and then Blastcamp won a close one to the Jesters. So that was all the semi-pro action that was on the field today. We will have some more semi-pro action tomorrow, but we are going to finish the day out with a couple sets of WNXL. So here 2 minutes in between this point real quick as the refs go in. It is starting to cool down a little bit. So, again, bunkers are starting to deflate just a small bit. So refs have to reinflate them. As you look on your screen right now, there's a couple naming conventions. If you don't know, I'll let you in on a little right now. So if you see the beams on your screen with the little knuckles, that's called the snake if you're not familiar. The other side, the triangles on the far side, that's the Dorito side. So if you hear people relate to the snake side, Dorito side, that's what they're talking about. It's separate sides of the field. And then in the middle, you have those two large wedge bunkers. They look like bricks, but the one edge is cut off. And then you have little square bunkers. Those are juice boxes, most commonly called. And then in the middle, you have what they're calling a wall, which is actually a combination of two different kind of bunkers to create a wall. And your tall towers are tall. They look like towers. I believe they're some Aztecs also referred to as tall Aztec towers. And we have small towers, same thing, just a little small. And then we have small wedges with the same thing, little bricks there that have a little edge cut off of them. So that is going to be the majority of the bunkers that you're going to hear called all the time. So there are certain teams have certain calls for these bunkers. Some call them God, which is the insert bunker to the snake. Some people call them monster. You're going to hear wall quite a bit. You may hear juice box as commonly referred to, but there's definitely different names going on now. Ooh, it looks like the rain is going to come in a little bit now, so coming down a little bit. Weather is going to say hi to us. Nowhere near as bad as it was earlier in the week, obviously, as we fought through Hurricane Nicole. And again, thank you, everyone, if you're tuning in and supporting the live stream here. A little bit of weather coming down, so we're going to watch the Shieldmaidens. 5 minutes left to go take on Suricatos in a one-point match. It's been pretty close, pretty bang-bang. So let's see how these teams do in the rain. So, Anthony Fatale back with me. How you doing today?
Good. You look pretty dry under here. So.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. So, Anthony's joining us for the nice dry climate that I have inside my tent right now. Yep. So, but I was just saying the Suricatos, the Shieldmaidens game, I've been pretty back and forth. Had Shelly Farmer here in the booth, legendary European player there. Played on Poison Ivy back in the day. Then now here with the Femmes as well. So she was giving us the lowdown on the Shieldmaidens. A lot of her former teammates and still close friends that play on that team. So that
seemed like this was going back and forth.
Yeah, it was. It originally, started up 2-0 the Suricatos, and the Shieldmaidens have fought back, now taking the lead. So it's been a good game so far. Kind of a back and forth. I did get some news that one of the star snake players for the Shieldmaidens does have a little bit of an injury playing on it. So that just shows the grit and the grime of these ladies out here playing through injuries and making sure that they are able to still play some paintball.
I don't see any Shieldmaidens left, maybe one on the Doritos side?
Yep, so it looks like two Shieldmaidens players left as they're dropping bodies back and forth. Another Shieldmaiden player, so here in the snake, shooting across field. She's going to get the hopper. Great job on the shot on the center player. Oh, and she's going to give her a little two-piece of soda on her way out. So good job there by Bet.
Practice each other on Wednesday, and they were kind of going back and forth. If not, I actually think Suricatos was giving a little bit more than they were receiving. So maybe Shieldmaidens picked up on a few things when they were practicing.
Yeah, so as you can see on your screen, rain coming down a little bit here. Always got to love Florida and the weather. It wouldn't be paintball without the rain. So we are going to make sure that none of our electronic equipment gets wet, because obviously that was got to deal with that.
Do you want to pull this table back? Or?
Yeah, we're going to pull the table back a little bit. So just a tiny bit, be able to move it. Oh, good. We just got to watch some of the cords there. It's all happening right now, everybody. It's unfiltered action going on as we have our production crew out here doing a phenomenal job to try to help out, keep everything nice and dry. We're going to put it under the camera. Put it under the camera leg. There we go. All right. Whew. Paintball is always eventful, especially in Florida. Never know with the weather.
Overall, today was a good day, though.
Yeah, overall it was great. Weather didn't affect us as much. I mean, I believe from the forecast, this is supposed to be the most rain we're going to get today, and the rest of the weekend is supposed to be pretty dry. So look forward to an exciting weekend of action brought to you by ProSharp Paintball, Planet Eclipse, GI Sports, HK Army, LoneWolfPaintball.com, Dye Paintball, Sup Air, and DLX Lux. So they are helping to fund this amazing field that we have here and to sponsor all of us out here on this beautiful Empire field we have. So on your screen right now, Shieldmaidens in the blue and the maroon red against the Suricatos, who are in the dye masks in the red and gray. So ref coming in, checking. Oh, looks like it's going to be a major penalty is going to be pulled, and a minor penalty is going to be pulled at the same time. So trying to figure out what's going on right now. We do have 3 minutes, 30 seconds left. Once the Shieldmaidens figure out, so the Suricatos here have, they know what the body count is. They're going to go ahead and walk it in. But Shieldmaidens are shaking their head trying to figure out what that penalty was on.
I would assume all the penalties were assessed because they didn't stop the time. So
yeah. So it looked like a major and a minor. So if you're unaware with the penalty situation, a major penalty takes you and 2 of your friends out. It's a red bird, called red bird a lot of times, or a red penalty, major penalty. You'll see the refs throw that in the air. A minor is a yellow, very similar to soccer as well, majors and minors, but essentially yellow there, which takes you and one of your friends with you. So in that situation, it's a 5-on-5 game. You get a major and a minor. It takes all 5 bodies. Now, what Anthony was talking about in that situation was all penalties were assessed, which means the clock kept running. Now, if they got a major, for example, and there were no more bodies to pull, the refs would stop the clock, and the next team would start down with low bodies. So, yes, there is majors. There's all kinds of penalties that can happen. We've seen a couple of them so far. Cheetahs played a good portion of their points with penalties, unfortunately. So hopefully we can see they clean that up in the next couple sets. So
yeah, major penalties in general cost you, but major ones really cost you. Obviously, you've seen our match. Brooklyn pulled a major in point number 2 when we were in good positions. I think it was an even 5-on-5, and when you get a major like that, turns the point, can sometimes even turn the match around.
Yeah, it unfortunately one of those things where if you're not careful, the majors can ruin a tournament for you. But again, in the previous WNXL set, the Femmes Fatales took down Destiny. The Cheetahs took a hard loss to the Diamonds after losing some momentum there. In this set, we are in true X-Ball, which means the same teams will play until the point's gone, because the teams that were playing in this set, which was the Heroines and Vibe, the Heroines took a loss to Vibe in that one. We were just talking about, unfortunate penalty in that situation. So, Suricatos, Shieldmaidens on your screen. 5-on-5 breakout right now. Now, Shieldmaidens only up by 1. Suricatos got to be careful here. That move there. Oh, she did get shot. Okay, I was wondering what was going on there. She did get shot in that situation. So Shieldmaidens need to move up the field and really close in on this Suricatos back line. Now, Suricatos, the player in the white dime looks like an I-5 mask. Has really been doing a great job by them.
I never had the keys. Oh, you need
So, as we're working through right now.
That we already had? Okay. You can go to Sally and get
All right, so
GI food.
weather being a dream out here today, we have a little bit of a gun battle going on right now down the back center and the God Bunker. God Bunker was wrapping, looking inside. Now she's looking cross, going back and forth to see if she can close that body out. This is Shieldmaidens really just trying not to make any mistakes right now. Under 2 minutes, up by 1. This is a situation right now where you really don't want to start throwing bodies away and give the Suricatos a chance to tie it up, with under 2 minutes. So
Shieldmaidens are making their way down the snake and the Doritos
Yep,
side.
slowly moving here down the Doritos side. Got to be careful. Oh, she moves into marker. So great job trading out there. So it looks like the Shieldmaidens are going to score this next point. So, yeah, awesome job there by number 28. Coming down the snake side to close that one down. And also number 85 as well. So Shieldmaidens starting to pull away on this one, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a luxury when we can walk down the snake.
So as you can see on the field right now, all the refs looking at the bunkers, trying to make sure they're all blown up. And we kind of went through some bunker calls earlier, but from this angle you can see, so the snake gap, there's a huge gap right here between the juice box, which is that tall bunker, and then the Aztec that goes into the snake. So a lot of players shooting that gap. There's also another gap as well from that Aztec tower into snake 1. So if we don't see a lot of players that are actually playing in the snake, that's why those gaps right there are so large to try to get through. It makes it tough for players to move out. And we have teams here that have very strong snake players. I mean, Brittany Challenger from Vive, Valdivia from Heroines, amazing snake player. We have a ton of the Blanco sisters that are really good. And, right now the snake is kind of like a non-factor for the most part. We've hit a couple points where it's been good, but for the most part it's been all center, all Doritos.
Yeah, if you are going to go for the snake, you don't stop at the God. The big gap is that juice box to the God. So if you're going to go snake, we don't stop at the God. So if you're going, you know what I mean? If you're going to go for it, go for it. If not, you're stopping at the juice box, and then you're trying to work your way out.
All right, so 20 seconds here left to go in this match. Minute 27 left. So let's see if Suricatos can mount a little bit of a comeback here. So down by 2, under 2 minutes left to go. So all Shieldmaidens need to do right now is just sit in their spots, heavy guns, and that's exactly what they're going to do. So they're pocketed up. They're really rolling their guns. But the Suricatos send 2 to the center, but it looks like they're going to get a minor penalty. Another penalty on Suricatos. They really have to tighten this up right now. So that's the second penalty that they've gotten in 3 points. So that's going to be tough.
One of the Shieldmaidens is coming off. 2 of the Shieldmaidens coming off, but a Suricatos player.
So 60 seconds left to go. So the Shieldmaidens just sitting in those back spots right now, really just closing down the lanes. I mean, Suricatos they have to go. This is gas pedal moment right now. You have to score 2 minutes now, under 60 seconds. You need to be pushing. If I'm their coach, I would not be happy if they are sitting in back bunkers and this timer is up.
Yeah, you want to die on your sword. That's said all the time. As a coach or as a player that's not on the field, you definitely don't want to see too many live bodies coming off if your team's down points.
So Star there, even though they're up points, still going to gun battle. Let everybody know where they're at. Just kind of pull the gun and really stop them from moving. So great job by Star. And she's going to get the kill on top of that. Wow, yeah, it's a little bit of curtains here for well, let's see if she's going to make it alive. Oh, she's going to get it. So, yeah, the Shieldmaidens are going to take the win. They're going to take their first win in the WNXL against the freshman team, the Suricatos. So, Shieldmaidens win the battle of the new WNXL teams. I know we will see plenty of matches for them against each other again, but with that, this set will be over. So the Shieldmaidens are going to take the win over the Suricatos, and then Dallas Vibe is going to take the win over the Heroines. So next set up is going to be Destiny versus the Sacramento Diamonds and Femmes Fatales versus the Cheetahs. So if you're just now tuning in, we have plenty of WNXL action left to go, so please tune in. Again, I'm Vince from Let's Talk Paintball, joined here by some special guests. I have Anthony Fatale in the booth. He'll be around all weekend long as well. We're going to go ahead and go to a commercial break, and we'll talk to you soon.
paintball has always been slightly an obsession. And I think that's the same for a lot of the girls out here. We're all super thrilled to be out here. We all want to show our skill set and that we belong out here. We have a lot of fast players and we have a really strong center presence. We're not afraid to get dirty and we're not afraid to get down and bunker some bulls. We are the Sacramento Diamonds.
On Team Heroines, we kind of have a saying, be your own heroine. You have to take control of the situation. You have to make yourself better. You have to hold yourself accountable. You are responsible for your success and for your dedication.
A lot of us have been together for almost 4 years. Girls that we have picked up, they've been in the sport for a while. They've got something that you just can't teach.
Anybody will go anywhere at any time. We're unpredictable. Once we get to our bunkers and we're playing 5-on-5 paintball, our fundamentals are some of the sharpest in the league. Being your own heroine is just holding ourselves to the highest possible standard and making sure that we set a good example for the next generation of women coming through. We are the Heroines.
We are all, I think we kind of have one of the newest rosters on Vibe, and so I think people are not expecting very much. I would say that we are methodically aggressive. We know how to pull it in when we need to, and we know how to push when we need to. Ashley G and Leslie Cluis, they have the strongest voices on the team, and they kind of bring us back to like, this is the moment, this is what we're doing. Brittany Bangs on the snake side, she has been playing paintball for like 5 months. Y'all need to be watching Brittany because she's coming for you. We are.
All right, and we are back. So Hurricane Nicole keeps striking everywhere. A little bit of technical issues here with the equipment. But what I was saying previously is Destiny has every time they face the Diamonds, they beat them. So this is a good chance for Diamonds to take one up on Destiny. So also in this set is going to be Femmes Fatales versus the Cheetahs. So like I said, Cheetahs dropped a match to Diamonds earlier. Femmes Fatales took a match against Destiny, and I was recently had the pleasure of having Shelly Farmer in here with me from the Femmes Fatales, legendary female player, played for Poison Ivy back in the day, plays over in the NXLE. So glad to see her out here. Got Tammy Adamson in there as well. Looks like Danielle Rojas. Looks like Rosie, or excuse me, Roxy. So great job here so far by the Femmes Fatales in this tournament, really looking very dominant in their win against Destiny. So let's see what they can do against the Cheetahs, who really need a win right now. They kind of threw that match away against the Diamonds. They had the momentum and then took it down. So nice move here. Right up into the middle is going to be Laughlin from the Cheetahs getting into the Femmes side of the field, but Femmes going to go run her down. Oh, it just destroys her back. So great move there. Oh, but looks like that was Tammy Adamson with the big move, and she is going to get taken out. But they do feel the snake quickly. So great job by the Femmes to fill the snake. I believe that's Roxy Montaneo, number 18 there in the snake for the Femmes. You go to wide shot, please. So Roxy just communicating really well, talking to her teammates, letting everyone know where they are. So there is a player for the Cheetahs in the 50 wall. Oh, and she's gonna, unfortunately, Barnes is going to get her back peeled off. Now, Barnes has been playing really good so far for the Cheetahs. New pickup there. One of the stronger pickups in the WNXL we've seen so far this year. So, as we're zoomed in now on Roxy, number 18, as she's shooting that back center, trying to catch that player. She's figuring out where she is. She's going to go all the way down the snake. I don't know if she realized she got Lauren Weeks in front of her. Oh, but Lauren didn't see her. Oh, and Lauren is gonna take the walk. So Roxy gonna go all the way down the snake and get that kill. Great job. She's gonna have 3 players left behind her. So phenomenal, or excuse me, 2 players left behind her. So phenomenal job there by Femmes, maintaining that dominant streak so far they've had in the last 2 games. If you're just now tuning in, I'm Vince from Let's Talk Paintball. You can find me on all my social media channels. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, all over the place. Make sure you like, share, comment, follow, subscribe, and share out this live stream. We're going to have this free all weekend long on the NXL Facebook page and the NXL YouTube page as well. So we have some amazing sponsors with a awesome trade show. If you're in the local area, please stop by and see some of the new equipment coming out. So ProShar has ProShar Planet Eclipse at CS3, GI Sports, HK Army's got a ton of new equipment. LoneWolfPaintball.com. Dye has the new marker as well. Sup Air and DLX Lux Technologies. So Sacramento Diamonds up by 1 on Destiny. Let's see what Destiny can do to fight back and get that point. So, strong push here. Both teams, great job on the breakout by Sacramento Diamonds getting into that wedge, but Destiny gets all the way up into the wall, which is that tall structure in the middle you can see on your screen. Doing a great job trying to see if she can wrap it in battle, and she's got to be careful, though, because this player for the Diamonds creeps across. She's going to see her. Oh, when she releases, oh, it doesn't see her. Great job. Wow, so the Destiny player going through the middle and getting that kill, taking that out, and then fills right up immediately behind her. So good game plan there by Coach Mike Paxton. Running all the way through. I believe that's Blanco. She's going to get one. Oh, she did get shot in the knee, so I believe that was Tata running all the way through there. So great job. Carrie Gergery there running through the center to get that kill. Things have slowed down a little bit. Good player, as you can see, in the Aztec on the snake side, the snake insert bunker. She does get a shot on a player, so on the back line, so great job walking off. Now you can see Liz Souza here, talking, working her way through, letting her players know where everyone's at. She's going to crawl all the way down the snake. So they haven't picked her up yet. So there is a Sacramento Diamonds player who's going to make the move across, and she's not going to see. So, and she's going to get absolutely destroyed. And Liz Souza's going to take another one as well. So Souza's going to get a nice 2-pack here as she shoots the player on the Doritos side as well. And they're going to run in and score that point. So way to go, the Femme Fatales, to get that one back. As it seemed like Diamonds were going to take it there. They had a better field position of the Doritos, but Souza blew it open. So great job by Souza. So going on the field right now is the Femme Fatales taking on the Cheetahs. So Femme led by Tammy Adamson. So they have Jessica Smith, Daniela Rojas, Daniela Polito, Roxy Montano, Adrian Martinez. They have Monica Lopez, Maria Hernandez, Reina Garcia, Shelly Farmer, T. Adamson, and Tammy Adamson on the Femme Fatales. Cheetahs have Lisette Barnes, Brooke Bishop, Ali Godinez, Carolyn Wynn, Holly Laughlin, Elena Luckett, Abby Quincano, I apologize. I need to figure out what your last name is. Jessica Salinas, Allison Walsh, and Lauren Weeks as we are in this action right now. Ref coming in, calling a minor penalty here on the Femmes, but they are going to have enough bodies to eat the minor, so they're okay. As Roxy here, number 18, is going to have to gun battle a couple bodies in front of her here, as Godinez is going to be in the center, and she's just raining paint on that. Oh, Carolyn, I think it was Carolyn Wynn. Might have been Carolyn Wynn, makes the move into the 50-yard line juice box there. Rosie, she's trying to call her shot there. I mean, Roxy's been absolutely unstoppable. She's been doing a phenomenal job here, holding down the snake side. Looking at a ton of guns right now. So Godinez really needs to shoot and make that move up if she can. I don't think that there is. She's going to get the shot. So great job there. There's only one player left alive, I believe. One player left alive. Ooh, and she's going to be careful. She doesn't get that penalty. Godinez. What a move there to take out that player in the back line. So got to double check. So Lauren Weeks here. Not sure that snake player is actually shot yet. So Carolyn's going to run through, check herself, and she's going to hang it. So great job by Carolyn, who I hear is an amazing flag football player also. So check her out on social media. All right, so all tied up here. Destiny, Sacramento Diamonds, 10 minutes, 52 seconds left to go. Now, Diamonds look good in that first point, taking it to Destiny, but Destiny dropped their previous match to the Femmes, so they really need to bring this one back so they can end the day, they can at least have another win to equal out that loss. 30 seconds. So so if they do win that, they will end the day 1-1 if they do win this match. The last thing you want to do going into the second day of paintball is be 0-2. Never a great feeling going into Saturday in a must-win situation. So as you see on your screen right now, cloud cover coming through. Beautiful weather right now. A little bit of sprinkle earlier. It's been sunny and warm all day. Had about 10 minutes of rain, but other than that, the venue is absolutely amazing. If you are in the local area, please stop by the field. It's right across from Gaylord Suites. It's or Gaylord Park there. It's you can see the NXL signs for a mile. They're really long, really nice. Great setup here that NXL has. Tons of vendors, tons of booths here. As you can see on your screen, the rosters for the WNXL players. So Destiny here, social media, Destiny Paintball, Facebook and Instagram. Sacramento Diamonds there on Instagram. So we're starting to see some really common names here. You know, Scout doing a great job. Scout Cobing doing a phenomenal job there up in the center. Souza from Destiny doing a great job. So let's see if let's see what these teams are going to do. So new pickup there by Destiny, getting all the way into the snake. And looks like so they're going to be stacked up. So right next to each other. So Blanco, number 7, is going to be going up the center. So she's going to hold off on that wall. She's going to try to catch that player coming across. If the Diamonds player bumps out of that wedge and comes across, Blanco's on her. But she's got to be careful. She doesn't know there's a player on the other side of her. So she's going to poison it. There we go. So great job by number 7 to run through and get the player from Sacramento Diamonds. So Carrie Blanco playing that wall. Doing a great job. Oh, she's going to get the shot across field. Great job by the Destiny player in the snake. She's going to get 2. She's going to shoot back center, and she's going to shoot the little mini W player as well. So, wow, phenomenal move there by the new pickup for Destiny to get in the snake and go all the way down the field. So I believe it's going to be Veda. Deuce, D-U-X, is going to be the new pickup there for Destiny. She doesn't have a name or number on the back of her jersey. She's wearing a blank. But she's been doing a phenomenal job getting down the field for Destiny and really going to work. She's one of the only players that's consistently been making the snake over and over again and doing damage in there. Now, what we have seen, though, is teams, if they've been able to stop her from moving past Snake 1 into Snake 2, then they completely take out her effectiveness. But if they drop a gun on her and she's able to make it past Snake 1 into Snake 2, I mean, she's on the other team's side of the field before they even know it. So, Cheetahs here on the breakout right now. Cheetahs in the black and leopard print gold jerseys. Oh, unfortunately, Cheetahs player is going to take the walk there. She gets shot in her face. Now, Gadina is looking over the wall, trying to get a shot in. Oh, Roxy's going to see her, and Roxy sees her. She's got to reload. She's going to blow her back up. Oh, what a shot. That's number 18, Roxy. Oh, I think we're going to see, and we're going to see a minor penalty on the Cheetahs. I think the story of the Cheetahs tournament right now is one word: penalties. I don't think they've played 2 points in a row in which they did not get a penalty. So I think it's Daniela Rojas here. Amazing player, great social media presence. Going to run it in, clear the snake side, and Femme Fatale, trying to see what number that is, who just hung the flag. Great job there by the Femmes. I mean, they have really, Femmes, to me right now, in 2 matches, 1.5 matches, to me, looks like the most improved WNXL team so far. I mean, they really have – they've never looked more dominant than they do right now. I believe that's Hernandez, number 14, that hung the flag. So great job. And if you hear some references, hang the flag, those sorts of things, what that means is there are buzzers essentially on the start box. So the point of this style of paintball, we call it X-ball here, is you play a time limit, and the objective is to get down the field and press the button, which you can see on the backside of that bunker right there, of the other team's start box. So right now, as you can see, Sacramento Diamonds down by 1 to Destiny right now. Big breakout here, so all the way wide to the corner. Scout is going to go all the way to Snake corner, shooting inside. She's going to try to pinch out. As you see her wrapping that corner, she's going to try to shoot and get a shot in. Oh, and let's see. Oh, unfortunately, I was going to say the center player for Destiny was trying to call for a check, but she gets shot in the process, as there is a minor penalty called on Diamonds, but Scout is able to get into the Snake, and but she doesn't know a player went out wide, so she got to be careful here. So Scout's looking down the wire right now, trying to figure out where the bodies are. She's going to lose another player behind her. So, is she going to pick up the body? She's going to shoot the gap. I'm not sure if she was able to shoot. Oh, and unfortunately, Scout number 14 is just going to get her head peeled off a little bit. So trying to be the stopgap here, wasn't able to do it. She had a minor penalty, lost his players around her. So that's a hard one there. But Destiny looking good, coming through the middle. Great job. So I think Destiny's going to end that with like 3 bodies left alive here. 1, 2, 3. Yep, so 3 bodies left alive. So Leon there from Destiny helping close that point out. Great job. As we're going into this next point, 40 seconds left. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you're following us on all of our social medias here. The NXL on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Also check out NXL.com for all the latest updates on the NXL and WNXL. Also check out the WNXL on social medias, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok as well. Trying to post the most up-to-date content and everything we have on the NXL and WNXL, not just in the pros, but also semi-pro and the divisionals. You can also check out my social media channels as well, and Vince from Let's Talk Paintball. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, everywhere on social media. I try to be. So as we get into this breakout here, Femmes Fatales up by 1 on the Cheetahs. 10 minutes left to go. Cheetahs making a big bite. Laughlin back up into the center where she's been making her money all day long. Oh, and she gets a 2-piece and a soda. Unfortunately, she gets shot in the arm and the face on the way out. So they decided to give her a little extra love. But it looks like Barnes holding in strong here at the wedge on the Snake side. Femmes Fatales on your screen. Looks like you got Roxy number 18. Going to make the move across. She's looking inside. She hears the no snake call, so she's going to wrap that bunker with no fear of getting shot, and she's going to go ahead and start working her way down the field. Let's see if she can get that shot on the player on the Drea side on the inside. She does have a little bit of backup here. Is that Shelly Farmer? Number 10? It is. Shelly Farmer in on the 2, so great job. Oh, that's a tough one. It's a tough loss there. Cheetahs conceded that point there. The Femmes were just so dominant. Roxy was already down on the Cheetah side of the field in the Snake, working through it. So Cheetahs going back into the pits right now. Number 15, Salinas. Coming on the field, though, We have the Sacramento Diamonds in their black and purple, wearing their HK masks, shooting Planet Eclipse markers. So, Coster there, number 49 on your screen. Looks like Ludke as well. So crowd, as you can see the back wire, there large crowd forming outside this field watching some WNXL action. So very pocket play here right now. Heavy guns off the break. They need to try to get a kill. Unfortunately, they didn't, as Brooks is going to make a big bite up into the wedge on the snake side. She's going to try to shoot across on that God insert bunker into the snake. Trying to figure out right now what she can possibly do to move up into that wall. The wall, that center structure has been quite a force here for a lot of teams. Number 17 on your screen here, shooting across. Oh, Diamonds do lose a player, unfortunately, on the Dorito side, so it looks to be a 5-on-4 in favor of Destiny, as they do have better field positions and more bodies. Oh, and just as I say that, looks like Brooks is going to take the walk out of that 40-yard line structure. Yeah, sometimes just gun battling down the wire kind of bites you a little bit. So Jess here in the corner, shooting across. Trying to see, if you can see her, she's yelling over to her team, letting you know everyone is. They're up by 2 right now. Time ticking down. We're starting to see some slower points. We were seeing this morning a ton of faster points, but now things are starting to slow down a little bit as we're starting to get into the 1 and 2 minute points here. So Sacramento Diamonds moving into the snake, getting into snake 1, looking cross field. Very wary of that Dorito side push from Destiny. So Destiny still has some players in the back line right now. B Young is B Paxson gonna make the move all the way through, clear the Dorito side. Great job, as a Diamonds player did make it into the Dorito side of Destiny, and B said, I don't think so. And she was able to shoot that player out. So they called snake corner, so Diamonds picked up the corner. They know she's there. I don't know if oh wow, what a phenomenal job shooting cross field. B Paxson getting in there, taking out the player from across into in that God bunker. So now, I think she's low on paint though. So looking at her back, not a ton of paint. Looks like Jess Milio getting into the snake. B Paxson not having a ton of paint, decides to make the run. Oh wow, great job by Jess to run down the last player. What a phenomenal move there to pick that player up. Wow. So player is clean. Destiny's going to go up by a point right now, looking really good. I mean, they needed to have a strong showing after that loss against the Femmes. So glad to see them picking things back up and getting out there, and now going up by 3. So Femmes, similar situation here on the Cheetahs. So Femmes have already won their match, so they could potentially be going 2-0 on the day, which would put them in the top spot. I mean, the only other team I think right now that also has a win is Dallas Vibe. So if Dallas Vibe, if they win their next one, they'll be 2-0. If the Femmes win, they'll be 2-0. If Destiny beats the Diamonds, they'll each be 1-1. So if Cheetahs lose this match, they'll be 0-2, which is not what you want to do. And then also, Shieldmaidens are 1-0 right now. against the Suricatos. So on the breakout here, Femme Fatale is going all the way up the center, past the center, into, wow, into the Cheetah side of the field. She's going to come through. She's going to get one, but she is going to get taken out in the process. So great job there by the Femmes to send it all the way through and get that kill. But Barnes is going to, she's looking cross-field. Look for Barnes trying to make a big move here. Barnes has been a great pickup here by the Cheetahs so far. Trying to figure out right now. She moved into the center. She's trying to figure out where the bodies are. She's picked up Shelly Farmer in that little insert bunker to the snake. Shelly's letting her team know that center's on me. So look for Shelly to try to pull the gun, go to sleep right a little bit. She's just allowing that player to waste their energy. Hopefully, having the Dorito side player is going to start moving up and going to work. But so great job by Barnes here. She switches sides. She's trying another player. And she gets a kill on Dorito side too. So Barnes doing absolute work here right now. So she got one. Now she's going back over to Dorito side. A little hot. So Shelly's got the dominance now on that snake side. So she doesn't want to go to the snake, and she doesn't want to go to the snake side and get shot. So she's kind of going back and forth right now. She's probing to see where the better shot is going to be. Now Shelly, and Shelly gets taken out. So Cheetahs player on the Dorito side is going to get the kill. So great job by the Cheetahs player. Barnes is going to make her way onto the Femme side of the field. Absolutely stitch up the last player. So great job. Look at those, Carolyn. Yeah, the dynamic duo right now, right? Carolyn Wynn and their new pickup Barnes. Absolutely great job. I mean, the 1-2 punch they have right there in the center on the Dorito side. The keys to success, I think, for the Cheetahs is to keep spinning those two and stop getting penalties. Wow, I just can't say that enough. Penalties are one of those things that have absolutely taken them down lately. It's just all the penalties they've been getting. So Lauren Weeks there on your screen, as you can see, walking off the field. Loving the new jerseys they have, cheetah print. Rocking the Empire chain. JT masks, Planet Eclipse markers. Destiny wearing their traditional Destiny jerseys. I believe they Anthrax jerseys, and then they're wearing push goggles, shooting Planet Eclipse markers as well. So, and then Diamonds right here on your screen, 15 seconds left. That was their coach, Geiger, saying Gerber saying we need one back. So let's win this back real quick. Don't go down by 4. They're down by 3 right now. They need to get a good one. They do lane shooting great as they do shoot one off the break. Oh, they also lose one and they lose another. So 3 on 4 right now. Destiny up on bodies. Oh, and there's another one. They're going to lose their back center player as well. And a minor penalty. Oh, that hurts. That hurts a lot. You need one back. You don't need a penalty. So that's going to be a tough one. They're going to concede it, try to save as much time as possible. A little excitement there. Parental advisory always when these coaches get a little excited. Great to see. So that's Coach Mike Paxson, legendary coach, played on teams like Iron Man, Aftershock. He is out here really firing his ladies up, letting them know that they need to show up, and they're finally starting to, that's how we play, he says. They're showing up. So he's also coaching the Latin Saints at this event as well. So man of many talents. And I believe he's coaching a kids team as well. He's one of those guys that definitely does a ton for the sport. So glad to see him out here with his beautiful family. Wife B. Paxson also on the field right now for Destiny. So as we get into the little bit of a timeout here taken. So Femmes on your screen now. And here's the schedule for the rest of the day. You can see right now we are playing the Destiny Sacramento Diamonds match, Femmes Fatales Cheetahs. And then after this will be the last set of the day, which will be Dallas 5 and Shieldmaidens, Heroines versus the Suricatos. So Dallas 5 already taking a win today, so Shieldmaidens taking one as well. So good chance for one of those teams to go 2-0. And then the Heroines and Suricatos both dropping their first matches. So one of those teams will go 1-1. The other will go 0-2 on the day. So again, if you're just now tuning in, I'm Vince and Let's Talk Paintball out here at the 2022 NXL World Cup here on the NXL Premier Field. We will be live streaming all weekend long, live and free. So again, thank you so much for everyone tuning in. Make sure you're sharing this out to everybody. We're trying to provide the best experience in semi-pro and WNXL. So here we have the second to last WNXL set of the day. If you missed any of the semi-pro action from the live stream this morning being down because of the weather, we will have it up tomorrow morning. So make sure you're staying tuned to watch all the best semi-pro action as well. So Femmes Fatales make a huge move into the snake, and they also kill one of the Cheetah players on the break as well. So great job, great lane shooting. They got to be, right now in this situation, they got to be thinking, 7 minutes left, only up by 1. Let's try to cushion this a little bit. Let's try to get 1 or 2 more points if I'm the Femmes. And the Cheetahs, on their hand, they need to score 1. Oh, and that's not going to help them at all as they lose Barnes at that center wedge structure on the snake side. And they're also going to lose Salinas as well. So tough go here for the Cheetahs right now as they are trying to work through. Oh, and Daniela's going to run through and give Lauren Weeks a little extra. Lauren trying to sell the, overshooting a little bit. But Daniela looking like an absolute savage of a player right now. Just she's not hunting for pod packs or backs. She's hunting for heads and scalps, everybody. So great job there by Daniela Rojas, number 30. So it's been so far been pretty back and forth in that match. Looks like Femmes started to pull away with a little bit. As here, the Destiny, though, up by 4 to the Diamonds. Now, semi-pro and WNXL on the Premier Field. We're going to play a 5-point mercy rule. So Destiny scores 1 more point in 4 minutes and 34 seconds. That is going to end that match. That is going to end the match for Destiny and the Diamonds. And then we'll go into true X-Ball. What that means is that the teams in the set, so 4 teams playing a set, 2 teams that finish the match, the other 2 teams will continuously play with a 2-minute break until they've scored points and the time runs out. So, big dive here from Destiny into the snake. I do believe that is their new pickup, Vita. Let me get a clarification there on the Veda. So Veda, again, we talked about this. If they let Veda get past Snake 1, she's an absolute threat. But as I say that, Scout Kobe is in the Snake 3 or Snake 4 already. So staring down. Let's see if she's going to get the... Oh, and she's just barely bouncing paint. She doesn't have the quite angle. Scout's been a great player so far. Oh, wow. Destiny player taking a couple extra in the face there on the walk-off. So no love lost between these teams right now as Diamond's really trying to prove a point here that they are not going to go down without a fight. So 3 minutes, 31 seconds left to go. Need 4 points. Definitely doable if they can get on their horse and score a quick one right now. Scout number 14 is going to... She's going to get... all right. Well, hey, play on player. Definitely going to get a shot in on that player from... Is that Michaela Brooks? I think Brooks still clean. All right. Good job, Michaela Brooks, for the force field there. So Scout wasn't able to get the shot on Brooks, but Brooks was able to back up. I don't think that Scout's seen her back up, though. So if Scout comes out and gets a little too loose, unfortunately, she'll get she'll get pieced up. But just Emilio here in the corner. She's going to go into the snake. She's got to be careful. She doesn't know Scout's there. Oh, wow. What a shot there. What a shot there by Scout. Playing heads up and getting the kill. Now she's trying to wave everybody off right now. Let's see where they're at. Got to run it in. Yeah, they definitely need to run that one in as they're down by 4. So a little bit of confusion there. I think Scout knew that she had a hit on her hopper, so she didn't want to run that in and hang it. As she's looking at her marker, like, oh yeah, there's definitely a hit right there. I love it. You know, hey, the refs do a phenomenal job out here. Players are just very good at hiding hits. So it's one of those situations where they might get away with 1 or 2. But the refs out here, if they catch you, they're going to make you pay. Again, kind of a little reminder as we go into the weekend, what penalties are. Red is a major. That pulls you and 2 of your friends out. Yellow is a minor, pulls 1 and a friend out. So definitely can affect a game. Now, under 60 seconds, if you get a major, it's an automatic swing point, which can, dramatically affect a game and be the difference of you winning and losing a match. So 10 seconds left here as we go into this match between Cheetahs and Femmes Fatales. Femmes trying to pull away a little bit. Cheetahs have to make something happen. Got to come back. 6 minutes left to go. Plenty of time. So nice breakout here. Femmes pushing up on the Dorito side, getting into that Dorito side tower. Trying to work right now are the Cheetahs. Barnes wants to make that run that what we've seen, that wedge to wedge run that's been working out pretty well for other teams. But she's getting too much pressure, so she's going to back up. Let her teammates know that there's definitely something in that center. I don't think they know that center tower's there. They haven't quite picked her up yet. And Barnes has to be careful. So she's got Bishop behind her. She's got Salinas over in the corner. There we go. So Barnes makes the move over and into the wall, and Femmes player is just posted up on that wall right now. As soon as that Cheetahs player comes over, they are ready for her. Go to a wide shot, please. So you can see the battle right there. That tower player. Oh, and she waited. Great job by Barnes to get her. Oh, she's hitting the front of her hopper. She's definitely hitting the front of her hopper. There we go. So ref calling that shot. Yeah, Barnes did a good job. Definitely shot that tower player. Tower player just tried to, no ref. That's not the shot you're looking for on my hopper. And tried to play on, but the head ref seen it, called it, got it. Good job. So Laughlin tried to run through and make something happen on the Dorito side, but unfortunately gets caught, which leaves the Cheetahs having to forfeit the point on that one, throw the towel in. So that'll put Femmes up by another point, but plenty of time left in that match, so no worries there. If I'm in the Cheetahs pit right now, if I'm their coach, hey, Carolyn, we got to get Carolyn to work. We have to get, keep Barnes alive a little longer. And then our back line needs to push. Like, our back line, we have to start moving. This field does not play well to slower played teams. It's been working really well for players when they're pushing that center, drawing those guns out wide to the snake. If you, like, Destiny's been doing a great job getting in their new player into the snake, and they have a ton of depth on that team. So Cheetah's got to figure something out. Those ladies have been together for a good bit now. But on your screen is Destiny. My scoreboard just went away. Can you get the scoreboard back? So Scout coming in, getting into the snake, uncontested here. So no one from Destiny in the snake yet. scout all the way into Snake 3. They do know she's there now. The player in the tall brick, or excuse me, I was going to say the player in the juice box knows she's there, pepper and paint, as Destiny player tried to run through the center. Unfortunately, gets ate up in the process. So great protection there by the Diamonds players. But Destiny does fill the 50-yard line structure pretty quick. So now she's going to make the same run and make the same mistake. Wow. So Destiny, so it looks like one of the Blanco sisters tried to make the run through the center. It's Carrie. Tried to make the run through the center, and unfortunately did not work out well. But, I mean, they definitely not in a situation where they need to be afraid of losing it all, so they can get a little wild. But 47 seconds left to go. Sacramento Diamonds in a situation where they need to score 3. Highly, highly, highly unlikely. Destiny's probably just going to sit back in their guns and let the time run out. We'll see if the Diamonds go out on their markers. Oh, look at this! So, wow. So little over 20 seconds left. Diamonds decide that they are going to towel it. Instead of letting Destiny score another point, or hit the buzzer on them. So in that situation, they must just be thinking about margin, right? I mean, just try to get one more on the board. But I don't necessarily know if I would have hung the flag, or if I would have towed it there, I just would have let it play out. Because more than likely, the Destiny player would have let it go under 10 seconds and then hang it. But looks like we'll see one more point in that match. But on the field right now is the Cheetahs, looking absolutely swagalicious in their Empire jerseys. JT goggles. I love those jerseys. Their jerseys look so nice. They look better in real life. So make sure you're coming out here to this event, as 2 players are not going to be able to tag up. Oh, they're going to call him out. Ref is not going to let him tag up. So, mental mistake there by the Cheetahs, not getting their players out in time. So, they only started with 3, which when you're down 3 points, 4 minutes left to go, the last thing you want to do is spot the Femmes another point by not getting out in time. So, yeah, but the Cheetahs, they got a kill. Oh, but unfortunately not enough there, as it looks like the Femmes are going to walk down the Dorito side. Cheetah's going to throw the towel on that. Yeah, that's a tough one. Walsh trying to make a good move there, but wasn't enough, as when you start down. Here's the thing. When you start down 2 bodies and you spot a team that's been on a good run so far, essentially, 2 extra guns, going to be a hard time to try to fight out of that situation. So good job by the Femmes to capitalize on that as we get into this next match, or this next point here between Destiny and the Diamonds. So Diamonds able to put one on the board to not get mercied, but then in a bold move, they decided to towel it with 26 seconds left instead of letting Destiny hit the buzzer and end the game, or run the clock down and end the game. So now we are a 5-point mercy roll right now. So Destiny has 4 points. If Destiny can score a 26-second point, they'll mercy rule the Diamonds. If Diamonds get a major penalty under a minute, they will also give Destiny the mercy rule victory. So Diamonds are just full sending it right now, exactly what they should be doing. And they're getting 8 up in the process, as the Diamonds player running through the center just took 15 extra. Woo. Hey, sometimes when you go forward, there's you gotta pay the toll. So and the Destiny players definitely made them pay the toll. So they tried to run it in to try to get that one, but game finished here, as we will see an end, as Destiny will take the victory over the Diamonds. So Destiny will go 1-1 on the day. So the Diamonds So Destiny lost one to the Femmes. They get a win back, so they'll go 1-1. Diamonds, on the other hand, they were also they had a win against the Cheetahs, but they're going to take a loss, so they'll also go 1-1. So now same thing here. Look at the Femmes. Femmes will, if they take this win against the Cheetahs, they'll go 2-0 on the day, putting Cheetahs at 0-2. 4 minutes, 18 seconds left. You got to score 4 1-minute points in a row. It is doable. It can be done. The Fat Lady has not sung yet, so let's not count the Cheetahs too quick yet. As you can see, their sun's starting to become a factor here, as one side of the field is going to be shadier than the other. So this may give the Cheetahs the advantage they need as they do jump the box a little bit, but they're able to tag back up. Full court press here up the center. They're going to send 2 to the wall, and then 1 here to the wedge. So really pushing that center right now, trying to shut down the Femmes. Let's see if they can do it. Oh, but they do lose 1. So Cheetahs lose one of their wall players and a player behind. It looks like Bishop takes the walk as well. So yeah, Cheetahs need to retool some things right now, because they are losing players, together, walking off holding hands, unfortunately, which is not something you want to see. Now, Katina is there in the center. She's been peeping the top, trying to get those shots over the top, but not quite tall enough to shoot the back line. And right now, Femme Fatale is just kind of holding it down. They really just need to burn 3 minutes off the clock here. Cheetahs, running to their deaths a little bit. There's definitely a way that they could probably, score 2 points, and then, leave that gap a little bit. But, wow. So as we're talking about it, Danielle Rojas, I believe, runs all the way down the Dorito side, bunkers somebody, and then hangs the flag. So great job by Danielle Rojas. I feel like we're going to be saying her name quite a bit all weekend long. Oh, that was Polito. That was the other Daniela. So there's 2 Daniellas. There's Daniela Rojas, Danielle Polito. That looked like it was Danielle Polito who made the run down. So I gave the wrong credit to the wrong Daniela. So Polito doing work there. So great job by the Femmes. Trying to figure out right now what the Cheetahs can do. If you're watching at home right now in the comments section, put in the comments down below, what do you think the Cheetahs need to do to pull back this win? If they lose this, they will go 0-2 on the day. Okay, so I guess that's going to do it with the mercy rule. Didn't think it was, but hey, wild things happening out here today. So again, I'm Vince from Let's Talk Paintball. We are going to go to a commercial break. We'll see you here in a couple minutes.
2, 3, go!
Welcome back, everybody, to the 2022 NXL World Cup in Kissimmee, Florida. I'm Vince from Let's Talk Paintball. We are here for the last set of the day here on Friday. I forgot a little bit that the WNXL in previous events had gone to a 6-point mercy rule, but the Premier Field, they went to a 5-point mercy rule. So when I was asking everybody, what should the Cheetahs do to come back right now? Nothing, because it was a 5-point mercy rule. So you can see here all the games we've played today. The set we have in front of us is going to be Dallas Vibe versus Shieldmaidens, the Heroines versus the Suricatos. So Dallas Vibe and Shieldmaidens have both won one today. So they are 1-0 right now. Now the Heroines and Suricatos, they have lost one. So this is a chance for one of these teams, Dallas Vibe or Shieldmaidens, to go 2-0, and the Heroines, Suricatos, to go 1-1. So that is right now. Points are definitely a are something that the teams need to look at and care about, because only having 8 WNXL teams, points and wins add up very, very quickly. So if you're just now tuning in, we did have some great semi-pro action this morning, and we will have more tomorrow morning, so make sure you're tuning in early. 6:45 a.m. is when we will be kicking off all the action tomorrow. But until then, stick around to watch this amazing WNXL action on the WNXL Semi-Pro Premier Field. So Dallas 5 walking on the field, taking on the Shieldmaidens. Now Shieldmaidens, new team coming over from Europe. It is a collection of European players to make the Shieldmaidens, and then Dallas 5 looking like a dominant team. Most of those players in the Dallas, Texas area. So on your screen right now, Shieldmaidens doubling up that back center bunker, trying to get those wide kills. But Vibe not sending anybody too wide. Big center push there, sending Raylene Burns up the middle. And then on top of that, you have a back line that is pretty stacked right now. Heavy guns trying to shoot through to keep those players from moving up. 2 players at the wall. Can you go to a wide shot? 2 players at the wall right now, as you can see on your screen from Vibe, trying to shut down any movement wide outside. All right, great job from the Shieldmaidens here as they're going to go through. They're going to get 2 kills, 2 crucial kills there. But they do lose one on the Doritos side. As it looks like Brittany Challenger is all the way on the Shieldmaiden side. Oh, a little commentator curse action as she does get eaten up. As she's in the she was in the tower on the Doritos side. So as you can see here, Shieldmaidens have a player in Dorito 2. They have a player in the insert bunker to the snake. I think it's a 2-on-2 right now, potentially 2-on-1. Not seeing another player here for Dallas Vibe. So Shieldmaidens right now just trying to feel out the field, trying to double check where everybody's at. Oh, and she's going to get the, and give her a little extra too, a little spicy. So great job by number 6 from the Shieldmaidens to close that point out. So up on the field now is going to be the Suricatos and the Heroines. Suricatos lost their match to the Shieldmaidens earlier today. Now Suricatos, Latin American team coming in to the WNXL at World Cup here. And I love what the NXL is doing with WNXL, also making this a true World Cup, right? Making this a real World Cup, having teams from all over the world playing and battling it out at the highest level. Now, Suricatos have been a very aggressive team so far. A lot of strong pushes, not staying in the back quite a bit. It did not work out well for them, in the last 2 points. But let's see if they're going to go a little more conservative or they're going to keep that strong, aggressive push. So on your screen right now, in the red and gray jerseys, Suricatos, a little more conservative than we've seen them in the past. Usually they're pushing that center pretty hard. And as I say that, here they go, pushing straight up the center. So great job there. Now Heroines on the other side, pushing the snake. Rosie McCurley. Can you go a wide shot, please? So Rosie McCurley there in the snake. Also a player in the 50-yard line for the Heroines. Rosie shooting crossfield there. She gets one. So great job. Oh, and a minor penalty going to be assessed on the Suricatos. Again, another team struggling with penalties. Cheetahs struggle with penalties so far. Suricatos struggling with penalties right now. So, Rosie McCurley shooting through. Oh, she does get caught, though. So, great job of the Suricatos. Now, looks like Titus, number 77. Wow, what an amazing shot by Titus. Titus going to get the kill. She's got to be careful. She's got another player on the other side of her. They don't know that's poisoned. Oh, let's see if she's going to get the kill. So bang, bang play there. She's going to get it. Let's see. This is Laser in the snake for the Heroines. Trying to find the rest of the bodies right now. Talking to her player on the other side. So Laser really making a name for herself this year also. One of the players we've said a ton of. That's one thing about the Heroines organization. They have done a very good job at diversifying all these positions and giving us an opportunity to learn all of these players' names. So Laser, and I believe it's going to be Jen Folk left on the other side. So they're going to spin real quick. Going to get checked out before they hit the buzzer. That is Jen Falk. Brown Beanie Gang. One of the best WNXL players in the game right now. So a lot, like Shelly Farmer was saying earlier, a lot of these female players do play on co-ed teams, and I believe Jen plays for a team called Underground in Division 3 as well. So, yeah, definitely one of the top talents here in the WNXL. Great job there to close that out. I believe that was also Curtis on the field as well. So 3 bodies take that point easily. So penalty didn't help, right? And listening to the pits right now, you can hear shadows. So shadows are going to play a big factor as well. So because the way the sun is right now, long shadows with some of these bunkers, and depending on what side of the field you're on, you're going to be able to tell where some players are just because of the shadows. So So as you can see, the breakout right here on your screen. Shieldmaidens, a little bit of troubles getting out there. They do lose one off the break, and then the player in the juice box pretty quickly. Dallas Vibe, on the other hand, though, they have a player. They had a player in the insert bunker to the snake. Shieldmaidens running all the way across, but she gets all the way into the tower. It gets chopped up, but she does take one with her. So both players trying to move up right now on the hero side. Trying to figure out where the rest of the bodies are. I think it's clear. So, all right, number 16, Salinas, is going to hang the flag. Great job there by Vibe to close that one out, and great break shooting as well. They were able to take one of the Shieldmaidens off the break, and then on top of that too, as soon as they filled out, we were able to get her as well. So Dallas Vibe, they're off the break shooting, showing why they're one of the more dominant WNXL teams here. If you are just now tuning in, here's the story so far. So the first event, Dallas Vibe wins in Florida. The second event in Philly, the Heroines take, okay? Each team took a third where they didn't take a first. So it creates a two-way tie right now for the Heroines and Vibe for first place. The one thing they have in common is both teams have faced Destiny in the finals. Destiny is only down by 2 points overall to each of those teams. So technically right now there's 3 teams at the top that could take the first ever WNXL series title. So every game is important. So Valdivia here, number 3, making her way all the way out to the corner. She's the MVP from the second event where the Heroines took the win. Getting all the way out to the corner. They do shoot 2 players off the break, so great off the break shots there from the Heroines. Taking 2 Suricatos out. Suricatos, that's going to be a tough one to say all weekend long. Suricatos is, I believe, Latin for meerkat, some sort of Spanish. So, Valdivia here in the snake, going to work. She gets one. She's going to get another one as she peels up the hopper in the face of the Suricatos player. They're going to throw the towel in on that one. Too much Valdivia for them. So great job by number 3 getting the spin over here in the snake. So into this next point is going to be Dallas Vibe versus the Shieldmaidens. Tied up 1-1. And the one thing that that the Vibe has going for them is the fact that they have been playing together all year long. But the one thing the Shieldmaidens have for them is the fact that no one has seen them play yet. So they are essentially the rookie, the freshman team in the NXL. Now, historically, usually the freshman teams have done pretty well in the past. San Diego Aftermath came in. I believe they took a 3rd place when they came in the division, when they became pro, this new iteration. So there's been a couple teams like that have done pretty well. Hurricanes, the New Orleans Hurricanes in the NXL Male Pro Division, taking a top seed going into Sunday, the last event. So freshman teams definitely can do well. So we'll see how the Shieldmaidens handle one of the behemoths that is Dallas Vibe in the WNXL. So big push here all the way up into the wedge on the snake side. But unfortunately, behind her, she doesn't know that they're getting a minor penalty, so that takes 2 players with him. Vibe now 3-on-4 as they do shoot out a Shieldmaidens player from the back center, and they get the corner as well. So 3-on-3. So getting that penalty body right back. Oh, woo! Shieldmaidens player tries to go through the middle, unfortunately gets stopped. So great cross-field shots right now happening from Vibe. Vibe really locking things down right now. So you can see they're trying to make the move out, try to lock things down, spread it out. Shieldmaidens don't want to get stuck in the back center So talking to each other, trying to figure out where the bodies are. All tied up 1-1. 10 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. Dallas Vibe in the white and green, shooting the Planet Eclipse markers, wearing the Virtue Bio masks. Shieldmaidens in the blue and red, wearing dye. Wearing most of them wearing dye I5s. They're in the kind of bluish and maroon color jerseys. So great move out there into the snake. Got to be careful though, because if you don't pay attention, Raylene's gonna make you wear it. So just double checking. Raylene Burns, number 41, runs to the center, pieces up the old backpack. So great job by Raylene there and the players on Vibe to close that point out. Now Raylene actually, I watched her play a divisional with a divisional team earlier in the year for a team that I actually coach in the EXL in the Midwest, which is close to where I'm at. So coach a team called Endgame. And Raylene was there with, I believe, the Bricktown Bucks. So great job from her, just kind of really playing as much paintball as possible. And you can see the evolution of these ladies as you've if you've watched the beginning of the year through now. So definitely getting out there, playing as much paintball as possible. I'm excited to see the return of Ashley Gee, who was played out of her mind the first event, and then she was hurt, couldn't play the second event. And now she's back out here with the squad. So Suricatos here on your screen now, trying to bust out wide to the Dorito side. Unfortunately, gets hit on the way in. So looks like Curtis is going to take the walk for the Heroines. Trying to figure out right now where that attack is coming from. I don't think the Suricatos realized they shot the player on the Dorito side of the field for the Heroines. If that was Curtis. Just double checking. So as you can see here, Titus shooting that gap through the center. She says kill on the Doritos, so she got the kill. She wraps her marker on the inside to try to shoot across the field. Check that off. Trying to stop all the movement right now. And they picked her up, so great job there. They know she's there now, so the Heroines players have picked up the Suricatos player in the snake. She is shooting across, pinching her out. The problem is the Heroines player is stacked up next to each other. So Jen Falk and Titus right behind each other. Oh, and Jen Falk takes one. So unfortunately leaves Titus in that center structure by herself, trying to fight out of the situation. It's 3 bodies on 1, and they're going to run through and take out the last Heroines player. So great job by the Suricatos. They're trying to figure out right now if there's any bodies left alive. I don't see anybody left, so she's just trying to clear the field right now to make sure there's no one. I don't think there's another Heroines player left. So they were able to figure out the body count there, and the Suricatos will take that point. So only down by 1 right now to the Heroines. Again, Heroines, another very dominant team with a stacked roster. So the 2 freshman teams, Shieldmaidens and Suricatos, have quite a challenge in front of them, taking on the 2 teams tied for first right now. So again, if you're just now tuning in, appreciate you so much. Thank you for watching, giving all the love and support. I'm Vince from Let's Talk Paintball. You can find me on all the social media channels, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, anywhere you can find social media, I will probably be there. Give a quick shout out to our sponsors who have put all this together and make this happen. Pro Sharp Paintball, Planet Eclipse, GI Sports, HK Army, LoneWolfPaintball.com, Dye Paintball, Sup Air, and DLX Lux have amazing vendor area right now. So make sure you're stopping by, checking out all the new gear, all the new shirts, all the World Cup exclusives going on right now. So if you're in the local Kissimmee, Orlando area, please come out and check this out as we get into this action of the Shieldmaidens and Dallas Vibe. Dallas Vibe up by 1 right now, pushing heavy into the center structure there, what they're calling the wall or the W. A little homage to back in the old W days. And the Shieldmaidens pocketed up a little bit as they're trying to get out. So that's star number 77. She's playing on a hurt leg. Shows the grit and the grime of these ladies out here, not wanting to miss this opportunity to play in the WNXL and show everyone what the ladies can do. So nice stack-up move here. So you can see there on your screen right now the battle developing. So both teams have a player in the center structure. They don't know it yet. So whoever makes the move first is gonna maybe win this battle. So if the player here from the Shieldmaidens, and she loses the player behind her, she's gonna make the move first. She's gonna go through and she's gonna get one. Oh, but she's gonna pay the toll for it and get shot out at the same time. So great protection from Dallas 5 to not let that player get any more than one and just trade her body out. So, but looks like Gertie here is in the center, or excuse me, in the insert bunker. So the Dallas 5 has filled the wall. I don't think they picked that move up because this player, or the Shieldmaidens, is looking. Oh, they picked her up now. They know she's there. Oh, and she gets the kill. What a shot by the Dallas 5 player in the center to get the kill on number 6 from the Shieldmaidens. And they're going to get another kill on the center player. So, is that Raylene Burns? That's Raylene Burns. I'm just going to keep saying Burns' name. Burns is going to keep doing these amazing moves. I'm just going to keep calling Burns' name. If you're on Dallas 5, you're now Raylene Burns. I'm just kidding out there, everybody. As Lauren Salinas is walking off there, she got that kill on the back center. So great job. Also Ashley Gee there as well. So doing this is Dallas 5 looks like they're the only team so far playing the most team paintball, most collective team paintball. Now the Femmes have done a phenomenal job. The Femmes have done a phenomenal job, but they really have some stars on their team kind of taking over with Daniela, with Roxy, really doing a ton of work, for them, making those moves. Now on the other side of this, Vibe, on the other hand, they're just all around playing just team ball. As we get into the Suricatos and the Heroines need to get this one back. Oh, Suricatos almost with a bad start. So on the sidelines, joined by Eric from Virtue, he just handed me a Spire 5 to look at. So I will be doing some videos, getting some pictures of the Spire 5 for all of you out there watching as well. As the Suricatos do get a minor penalty pulled on them. Yeah, one of the things these freshman teams are struggling with is penalties. So as we're going through right now, Heroines really trying to lock down as they do lose one. I believe that's Gates they lose, but they do take two with them on the way out. So great job. Up bodies now. Better field position is going to be the Heroines. 4-on-3 action going down. So Valdivia moves deeper into the snake right now. If she wraps around, she's going to try to get the shot. Oh, she's going to absolutely piece up the Suricatos player, trying to make the move outside, and she's going to get. She's trying to get another one. Oh, there we go. She finally gets her now. So Thought she got her before. Definitely got her now. There's one more player left. Valdivia. That is a 2-pack for sure. See if she's going to get a 3-pack on this. She's shooting across, trying to get that Doreo side player out. As the Doreo side player, and she finally takes one in the hopper. Running ref going in to check Valdivia. And ref checking. Is clean. Doesn't see nothing. So Del Mar going to go ahead and hang the flag there as Heroines are going to close the point out with 3-4 bodies left alive. So great job there by the Heroines to really close that one out with almost no issues. They lose one. They lost Gates pretty early, but they were able to close that one out. So back on your screen right now is Vive and Shieldmaidens. 8 minutes left to go. 40 seconds left before this point starts. I mean, Shieldmaidens, this would be big for them right now. If they can come back and take this win from Vive and go 2-0 on the day, that would be very impressive and really boost them into top contention for potentially winning the event. But Dallas Vive is a buzzsaw to try to get through. One of the most consistent teams, done very, very well. Play a lot of paintball down at PB Fit. They play night ball. They play Wednesday ball. They play all kinds of paintball. So on the break here, you can see the Shieldmaidens stack up that center again. They do shoot 2 Vive players out, it looks like. And trying to stop the bleeding a little bit is looks like Baird up in the center wall. Trying to shut the Doreo side down. If she can kill this can and start wrapping, she's going to have backs and packs all day long. But she's got to be careful because this can in the center is really stopping her, really holding her off right now as they're trying to push the issue. But you can see Shieldmaidens. I think Shieldmaidens' type of ball is going to be really just kind of a more relaxed, very sit back, let the players run through guns, make mistakes. They are getting a little more aggressive in this second match than they were in their first match, but she's going to go around. So great job. Shieldmaidens player going to go around, and she's going to bunker out the center player and stay alive. So now the Shieldmaidens player is on Vive side of the field. Oh, but as I say that, Shieldmaidens get a penalty. But Shieldmaidens player is going to run to her death a little bit. Oh, but she does take 2 with her, so great job. So she ran that blind spot here and was able to take out Salinas and Ashley Gee. So phenomenal job. As I initially thought the Shieldmaidens player was running to her death, she actually was running into a blind spot and took out both players. So I think just one player left alive right now for the Shieldmaidens as they need to try to figure this out, hang the flag. So she figure out the body situation. Now she's going to run in and hang it. So great job. That's going to be Lizzie, number 84 from Shieldmaidens. I think it's Catarud. Catarud is the player, I believe, who ran down the center and made that amazing move. So great job, the Shieldmaidens player, to get that last kill, or get those last 2 kills to really open the game up. So Heroines right now up 3-1 against the Suricatos. 7 minutes left to go. I'm trying to figure out what's going on the sideline right now. think there's a player down in the Shieldmaidens pit right now.
10 seconds.
Hope she's all right. As we get back in the action here, Heroines. Heroines taking on the Suricatos, 3-1. Sorry, just watching the status of the player in the pit for Shieldmaidens to make sure she's okay. So, back in the action here, Rosie McCurley getting all the way down into the snake, which she's been doing such a great job at so far this whole event. She's going to shoot out. Wow, what a shot. Rosie McCurley just puts an amazing shot over, but I don't think she realizes, Rosie doesn't realize there's a play on her side of the field. There's a, oh, wow. So what a save there by number 77. She did not, so Rosie did not realize this, the Suricatos player had gotten to her side of the field. If she would have peeked her head up, Suricatos would have potentially got her, but number 77 saved her. I believe it was Titus was able to save the day there by getting the shot on the Suricatos player as she was coming through. Also, Jen Falk crossing it up and making sure that she could not move. So that move is dangerous, but the reward ratio there, if you can go from wedge to wedge and without being seen, the risk reward is so high. So as you can see there, challenger number 7 on your screen, Brittany Vang previously, now Brittany Challenger. Her and her husband, Ben Challenger, AC Diesel professional player, got married, so congratulations to them. Love to see paintball relationships. And that's the nice thing about paintball, is just so many worlds combine here in paintball that it's just, love happens. And I love to see it. So if you're out there at home, play paintball as a couple. It's a great relationship builder. So that being said, Shieldmaidens, very pocket play, 3 guns off the break, 2 stacked back in that back center. And then 1 player now making the launch up into the center wall. Now Dallas Vibe right now, so they're up by 1. They are rolling their guns, trying to get that first kill to see, but they do lose Ashley Yee, unfortunately, for them. Big push there for them, but so 5 minutes left to go. 3-2. Dallas Vibe only up by 1. So Bet coming through here. See if she can play the pin, wrap. Oh, she does. She does get it. She does get a Dallas 5 player. Another Dallas 5 player walking off. So close right here, and Challenger really trying to hold it down. So trying to stop the bleeding here is Cluse and Challenger on that here on the snake side. So Challenger in the brick. Oh, Cluse is going to get the. So Lizzie, you get a shot. Oh, Lizzie's going to get the shot on Challenger. Now I believe Cluse is the only one left alive. Haven't seen her walk off yet. So Shieldmaidens player absolutely confused Lizzie of where she got shot from. Didn't realize that there was still 1 player left alive. So I'm seeing Cluse here. I believe it's a 2-on-1 right now. Trying to figure out. Oh, and they finally do. They finally pinch her out, realize where she's at. So great job by the Shieldmaidens to bring this one back in a tight match. I mean, I know I heard a lot of rumblings out there that some of these European teams or some of these newer WNXL teams weren't going to be able to hang with these top teams. And guess what? The Shieldmaidens right now are proving all of that wrong. They are absolutely, bringing it back and not letting these top teams walk all over them. So great job here by the Shieldmaidens to bring that one back. Now, the flip side of this, the Suricatos, definitely a little bit more of a gap to make up. 6 minutes, 31 seconds, down by 3 points. The Heroines really looking strong here. A lot of great moves. I mean, Titus right now has done a phenomenal job kind of playing that backup position. And Rosie McCurley getting into the snake has been crucial for them. So we'll see what Coach Brad McCurley is going to throw at the Suricatos. Up by 3, 6 minutes left. This is where you start throwing some interesting plays out there. This is when you start, doing some different things and figuring out what you can and can't do. So, let's see, got Valdivia in there. Look for her to go to Snake. Gates going to go all the way up into the center. So she's going to go all the way on to the Suricato side of the field. She's going to get one. She's going to run through. She's going to get another. She's going to get another. Is she going to get... Oh, wow. So that's 3, 4. Wow. So Glass runs through and gets a 5-pack attack on the day. I mean, absolute savage move. So, what a move by Glass. Knowing where all the bodies were. Oh, and she's that's right. That's right. So great job by Glass. Moving up all the way through the center, getting the first kill, wrapping around, getting the second kill off the wedge onto the Suricato side of the field, and then gets the rest of the bodies on the run through. Great job by Glass. Heroines ladies having a really good time right now. So feeling good right now in this match against the Suricatos. Now, Shieldmaidens and Dallas Vive all tied up 3-3. 3 minutes, 35 seconds left to go on the breakout here. Looks like on your screen now, Vive trying to make that move up into the wedge. So Ashley Gee kind of playing this dead zone right now in between the back center and the W. She's shooting a gap right now, trying not to let anybody through. Oh, unfortunately, Christina Fire gets shot out. Wonder where that one came from. It had to have been Rio side based on where the hit was on her. But so Paredes. I will get your name right, I promise. So Jalen, number 9, rolling her marker there, trying to put a ton of pressure down on the Rio side. Oh, and it seems like it works as she does get the Rio side kill. So great job from Jalen to get that kill as when she switched bodies over. Now she's shooting down the wire, trying to figure out where that body's going to come from. Oh, but the Shieldmaidens, phenomenal job. Instead of moving outside, moves inside past Jalen's gun. So now she's mirrored up with the wedge player. Look for her to try to make the move inside to the wall. Time ticking down now, 2 minutes, 13 seconds left to go. We are seeing a little bit, like I said, longer points as a minute 35 has ticked off the clock so far. Neither team wanted to make a mistake because the next mistake could cost them the match. So we will see right now, as we're under 2 minutes, who is going to make the move? Who is going to be the one to blow this game open? Or, I mean, in WNXL, we do go to overtime. So if it stays tied up 3-3, we will go to an overtime match. Or an overtime point, rather. So up over the top of that back, the back snake side corner there. Shieldmaidens really trying to make a cross. Oh, she takes a little bit of a bite. but backs up, realizes it's too hot. Burns missed her shot on the inside. She's got to be careful. If she lets off that at all, she is going to... Oh, great job by Burns as she saves the shot. 60 seconds left to go. Someone has to push in this moment right now. So, right now, Shieldmaidens have back 3 bunkers. Vibe lose a body. Shieldmaidens lose a body. I apologize. Shieldmaidens did not lose a body. That was the body from the center that walked through the middle. So it's 3 on 2 right now. Bodies in favor of Shieldmaidens. 30 seconds left to go. We could potentially be seeing an overtime point with these players as it's 3 on 3. Lizzie looking to hunt. Number 84 shooting across. There's a little bit movement up on Drio's side, but I think so. 10 seconds, getting ready to tick off the clock right now. They got to move. This is a gas pedal moment right now. But it looks like we are going to see an overtime point between Dallas 5 and the Shieldmaidens. So,
No points. Game finished. 1 minute.
Should, but technically we said because of the hurricane that we were playing semi-pro, because we usually play differential 6 overtime, but we're playing differential 5 right now. So I would say yes, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
gotcha. So just getting some clarification from Anthony Fatale, owner of the Heroines. I was asking to see if we were going to play an overtime point, but because of the hurricane, everything that happened, we had to essentially lost a day of play. We were seeing if we were still going to play the overtime point, or we're going to go to a tie 3-3. So, which I believe would put would put them at, if we did not do play the tie, it would, both teams would be 0-1-1. Heroines, on the other hand, 6 minutes left to go, 4 points up. We are playing a Mercy Rule 5, so if they score 1 more point, they will Mercy Rule the Suricatos. This is a situation right now where 5 minutes left to go. If I'm the Suricatos, the last thing I want to do is end my day on a Mercy Rule loss. Suricatos do shoot out Jen Falk from Drio's side, but they also lose their snake players. So big move here from number 6 from the Suricatos up into the center. She's going to look to wrap around. She doesn't get her shot. She goes back in. Rosie McCurley makes it in the snake 1, and she's been absolutely devastating when she gets into that snake. So they have to make sure, they pick her up. So the Suricatos know she's there now. If they pick her up, they are shooting at the snake 2 to try to keep her honest. So definitely got to be careful. Great job there by the Suricatos. But unfortunately they move right into Rosie's gun. So great job by Rosie to get a shot on the center player. But the back player in the juice box had to switch her gun. So now Titus there, as you can see on her screen, just putting a ton of paint over the center there. And she's going to get the kill. Wow, great job there. 1-2 punch there by Titus and McCurley. They're going to go ahead and run this point in. 4 minutes, 41 seconds. Clear the field. This could be the Mercy Rule point right now, as sunlight is slowly going down. And we're going to see if this is going to do it. If she is clean, she is clean. So that will do it for this match. The Heroines will take the match against the Suricatos. So that will end it here for those 2 teams for the day. We still have to see if we're going to play one more point. The Shieldmaidens and Vibe. We're going to double check this real quick. So again, because of the hurricane, some things got changed around. Traditionally, WNXL would play Mercy Rule 6 because they are a pro division. and they also do not have ties. And it looks like Shieldmaidens and Vibe are going back in the field, so we will see an overtime point, which is great to see here. So, see in the background, lights starting to kick on, sky is starting to get a little dark here. So this will be the last point of Friday on the NXL Premier Field. Again, if you're just now tuning in, or this is the only match you've seen so far, we'll have a ton of semi-pro and WNXL action for you tomorrow as well, starting at 6:45 a.m. We will be rolling. So Jason Trozen out here right now trying to figure out, try to get some clarification on what we're doing, letting everybody know. So tomorrow, weather is supposed to be a ton nicer, which is great. A lot of the rain is gone. Everything that we were having slight issues with as far as weather is going to be taken care of. Tomorrow we're going to start the day off with Chicago Distortion, TCP Machine, Noobies versus Preferred Mob at 6:45. And then at 7:40 we have Notorious taking on the Padres, Killers taking on Ruthless Factory. So while Jason Trozen is still working through this, just going to give a shout out here to all the sponsors here. Paintball, Planet Eclipse, their new CS3 looks nice. GI Sports, HK Army, LoneWolfPaintball.com, Die Paintball, Sup Air, and DLX Lux. Amazing vendor section. Make sure you come check it out. As you see on your screen here, the Shieldmaidens. That, again, kind of standard backline pocket play they've been doing to really try and shut down Vibe from moving. Vibe moves all the way up into the wedge on the snake side, cutting off that lane on the drill side so they can't push. Now, I'll be interested to see who loses a body first, because Shieldmaidens right now doubling up that back center. Dangerous. High risk reward. Oh, and it seems to work out as they do shoot a player out for Vibe. So Vibe's the first to lose a body. So 4 on 5 right now in favor of the Shieldmaidens. And Vibe loses another body, so looks like, oh, no, she was just backing up there, so she is good. So I thought she was walking out, but she was backing up. Now Shieldmaidens lose their first body, so it is a 4 on 4. So all tied up. Vibe a little better positions right now as they do have a player further up the field, but Shieldmaidens pocketed up, rolling their guns. Let's see if Brittany Challenger can make something happen here. Number 7, trying to shoot across. Now 2 players move wide on Shieldmaidens' Dorito side right now. So trying to spread the field out a little bit more, leaving the snake side completely open for both teams. So let's see if Challenger tries to get into the snake. So big move up here to the center right now. Hunting, trying to find those bodies. Talking through, trying to figure out. You'll hear the ladies out there talking, communicating where the bodies, here's this person at. They're trying to call their calls. They're saying, 44, which means 4 alive, or 4 alive on both sides. Big move here through the center by Allen. Is she going to get the shot on the Dorito? She's tucked in. They know she's there now. Shieldmaidens are stuck in this position right now. Do we sacrifice the body and go run down this on Allen on our side of the field? We got to be careful. So, oh, they do run through. They do get her. So they did have to sacrifice the body. Now it's 3 on 3. 2 minutes, 31 seconds left to go right now. Big bump out to the snake corner by the Shieldmaidens. So running ref going in right now. Oh, this would be absolutely devastating right now if this was a penalty. But it's rub. So Brittany Vang in the snake right now is looking across. I don't think they know there's a player in the snake corner. If Lizzie looks snake corner right now, if she switches her gun. Brittany Vang is going to run. Oh, and Brittany Vang is going to absolutely destroy the player. And she's going to get another one. Brittany Vang opening up this point right now. Wow, what an amazing job by Brittany. Challenger, excuse me. Wait. Turn of events. May be a penalty.
Stop. No points.
Oh my word. So it looked like was going to be Dallas Vibes point to take, very easy. Unfortunately, looks like Brittany Challenger got a penalty? Got a major. So if she gets a major penalty, is it one-on-ones or is it a swing point? We're going to get the clarifications from the refs. Again, thank you for tuning in to all this great action. Please make sure you follow us and subscribe on all the social media channels for the NXL and WNXL. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Again, I'm Vince from Let's Talk Paintball. Like, share, comment, follow, subscribe. You can find me on all of my social media channels as well. And we're going to get some clarification from this final point on what is going on here as the refs are talking about it. So there's two potential outcomes here. Either one, it's going to go to one-on-ones because Vibe had enough bodies to assess. Or two, it's a major penalty.
Point approved.
So trying to figure out right now. So Dallas, it says point approved for Dallas Vibe. Oh, so getting some updates here from Brad McCurley on the rule book. Yeah, that is, so Brad's saying essentially that there's supposed to be another body pulled because it's supposed to be a major, which then would put a situation where Shieldmaidens trying to look right now. So Brad was saying that the Shieldmaidens technically should get the point because if the player gets shot.
They assessed it on the wrong team. The penalty was supposed to be on Shieldmaidens.
So that.
They just pulled the penalty on the wrong team.
That makes more sense. Okay, so Anthony. Gotcha. Okay, so gets the clarification from the Ultimate and Anthony Vitale. The Shieldmaidens actually got the penalty. It was unfortunately assessed on the wrong team. So Dallas Vibe did win that match. So Dallas Vibe will go 2-0 on the day, leaving Shieldmaidens 1-1. That was a long day of paintball, which I am so happy we're able to be out here and do. So, again, I'm Vince from Let's Talk Paintball. We will be back tomorrow morning with some phenomenal action. We have all weekend long, as you can see there, at 6:45. We will start the day off with the Chicago Distortion, TCP Machine, Noobies, and Preferred Mob, and then work our way into Austin, Notorious, Padres Killers, and Ruthless Factory. So make sure you're tuning in. Make sure you're sharing this out. I'm going to have some special guests tomorrow. I'm going to have SVP Paintball in the house. I'm going to have Matt the Gym Rat. I'm going to have a ton of social creators in here with me and some pros. So make sure you are tuning in all weekend long to listen to me, Vince, from Let's Talk Paintball, and all of our amazing sponsors and this great action we're providing for you out here at the 2022 NXL World Cup. So, again, please make sure you're tuning in. Like, share, comment, follow, subscribe, and we will see you all tomorrow morning.
feel like there's always been a general culture of, oh, they're just women, you know. I don't think a lot of people take women seriously when they play against them. They certainly feel bothered when they get shot by women. We have the stage now to show that we can play, but not just that we can play, but that we can play well.
Surreal being used a lot, and that's really true. I don't think anybody ever expected anything like this to happen. It wasn't something that we asked for. I think it was something that we didn't realize we were missing it until we had it.
The reason that WNXL is important to have is because it creates a community that simply welcomes more women to the sport in general.
To be able to go on the field and compete against your actual friends and your sisters, and then come off the field and be friends off the field is a huge thing.
I've been in paintball for as long as I can remember. My dad's been doing paintball for 30 years, and I've been playing for 8. So I think it's great that we get to have this opportunity to have a voice out there finally and be able to show all these guys what we can do on the field.
They have accelerated their rate of learning and being taught by some of the paintball's greats, like Dave Baines from Sacramento Diamonds, like Todd Adamson from Femmes Fatale, my own husband, Mike Paxton, who's representing Destiny. There's so many people that love helping others, especially the female kind. And I think it's really important for us as leaders of these women to show them that they're capable. Not that we have to cater, but that we can give them the tools necessary so they can compete on an equal playing field. If we give them the platform and we give them the tools, these female kind can play just like the male kind.
For the girls that want to be taken more seriously in paintball, to really challenge yourself, to really go out on the local field and don't be afraid to ask questions, don't be afraid to just meet friends and get on the field and play as much as possible.
I really want girls, not just paintballers, but girls around the world to know that this is a fun sport, this is something we do belong in. No sport is just a man's sport, you know, we can do anything that they do. We're not afraid to get dirty, and we're not afraid to get down and bunker some fools.
For them to showcase women in paintball is super important. The WNXL is still a brand new league, and obviously we're super excited to be a part of it and be a part of a new history, but we're also looking forward to the next generation of girls.
It makes me so happy to see that there's so many people that are behind this women's division. For those of us that have been doing this paintball thing for a long time, we owe it to our community to pass the torch. And I guarantee you that everybody in the long run is going to be thankful for it. It's only going to help everybody in the bigger picture at the end of the day.
They're all very dedicated and have a lot of passion and love for the sport. I think that these girls are very hungry and they're ready to go prove to everybody what they can do. We're very, very aggressive. Be ready for us, and be ready for us to be on their side of the field. We are.
Destiny is an entity in and of itself. We've been around since 2004. Part of what we enjoy is the inspirational factor and the purpose that we have in the paintball's culture. I feel like Destiny is kind of taken off to be its own being, and part of what makes us powerful are the players. Our current roster is a good balance of alumni, veterans, and our younger generation. It's kind of sometimes hard to figure us out because we have that balance. We have aggression. We also have talented players that know when to not push so hard. Our purpose here is to continually pass the torch. Part of what we want to instill in people is that this is something for everybody. We are Destiny.
Paintball has always been slightly an obsession, and I think that's the same for a lot of the girls out here. We're all super thrilled to be out here. We all want to show our skill set and that we belong out here. We have a lot of fast players and we have a really strong center presence. We're not afraid to get dirty and we're not afraid to get down and bunker some bulls. We are the Sacramento Diamonds.
On Team Heroines, we kind of have a saying, be your own heroine. You have to take control of the situation. You have to make yourself better. You have to hold yourself accountable. You are responsible for your success and for your dedication.
A lot of us have been together for almost 4 years. Girls that we have picked up, they've been in the sport for a while. They've got something that you just can't teach.
Anybody will go anywhere at any time. We're unpredictable. Once we get to our bunkers and we're playing 5-on-5 paintball, our fundamentals are some of the sharpest in the league. Being your own heroine is just holding ourselves to the highest possible standard and making sure that we set a good example for the next generation of women coming through. We are the Heroines.
I think we kind of have one of the newest rosters on Vibe, and so I think people are not expecting very much. I would say that we are methodically aggressive. We know how to pull it in when we need to, and we know how to push when we need to. Ashley G and Leslie Cluis, they have the strongest voices on the team, and they kind of bring us back to like, this is the moment, this is what we're doing. Brittany Bangs on the snake side, she has been playing paintball for like 5 months.